So recently, I just found out that I've been diagnosed with PCOS, which stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome. And I found this out because one of my periods was extremely painful, which landed me in the hospital to find out that I was diagnosed with PCOS. Now, I've had painful periods since I was 16 years old. On a scale of 1 to 10 of pain, almost every single period was a 10. I was unable to work, unable to go to school, unable to manage my day when I was on the first 2 days of my period. And I knew that birth control just couldn't be my only option, because even that I felt wasn't very healthy for my body. I've tried everything. I've tried Pamprin, I've tried Midol. Everything that I've tried has not worked for the level of pain that I was experiencing on my period. So over the course of these couple of years, even though it kind of sucks to find out that I have PCOS right now, it's been able to help me learn about my body, see what tools work for me and don't work for me. So over the years, I've developed kind of a method and tools that help me manage my pain on my period really well. And I say manage because I don't want to, lie to you guys and say that, oh my God, this one product made all the pain go away, because that's not true. But these are the tools and the things that I use to be able to work on my period and not be as in pain as I usually am. So for those of you guys who also experience extremely painful periods, but you don't want to resort to birth control or an extremely strong painkiller like naproxen for the rest of your life, stay tuned because this is for you. So this is my period bag that I keep at home with all of my essentials. I never had a period bag when I was younger, but as I get older, I needed to have all my products in one bag that I could easily take on a trip or keep somewhere in my house during my time of the month. The first product in my bag is my Lily Cup 1 by INTIMINA. I never used to use cups when I was younger because I was so intimidated by how to use them. But the Lily Cup 1 is a reusable medical grade silicone cup that is perfect for first time users because it comes with a removing loop to make sure that you won't panic when you take out the cup. There are so many menstrual cup brands out there that I have yet to see one that has a removing loop. So I think this is a really dope cup for girls who want to try wearing them for the first time. Also, another thing that I absolutely love about this is that it is collapsible into this tiny little case. So it's super discreet and you can carry it with you inside your purse or your bag anywhere and no one would know that it's a menstrual cup. This is an additional cleaning spray that you can also buy on the website along with your cup. The reason that I started wearing cups this year is because menstrual fluid develops an odor when it's exposed to air, but the cup eliminates that issue, and I also don't feel the cup inside me at all sometimes, and I even forget it's there. Although there are no clinical studies to back this up, a lot of women have said and claimed that they experience less menstrual cramps when they're wearing menstrual cups. So shout out to INTIMINA for sponsoring this video. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in trying a cup for the first time or if you're already a menstrual cup user. The third product in my period bag is my 1500 milligram cocoa butter CBD topical salve. Now, some people like CBD oil for pain and some prefer a topical. The CBD topical for pain helps to provide relief and support to your body's natural ability to rest and heal. Something unconventional that I like to do with this is rub just a little bit on the outside of a tampon, put it inside my vagina, and immediately take it out. Then I follow up with my period cup. Now, I'm no doctor, so I don't know if this will work for everybody, but it does help soothe the pain when I'm menstruating, and it makes the cup go inside much easier. Besides my period pain, it's amazing for acute pain, skin irritation, and joint inflammation. I take the cocoa butter topical and I rub it all over my hips, my lower back, and really just anywhere that I'm experiencing pain during my period. They also have oil tinctures, capsules, topicals, bath bombs, and they even have CBDs for your dog if she's in heat and she's feeling uncomfortable or fidgety. I really recommend this particular brand. You guys will get 25% off your first order when you use my coupon code. The next thing in my period bag is my TENS machine that I got on Amazon. This is probably one of my favorite and most discreet things to use. So a TENS machine is basically a non-invasive, drug-free product, and they come with these little pads that are placed on specific areas of pain. So once you turn it on, it uses soothing pulses that are sent via the pads through the skin and along the nerve fibers. So you can choose what type of pulses you want that feel good to you. I love this because I can put this anywhere that I'm experiencing the most pain, wrap the cord, tuck it in my back pocket, put my shirt down, and wear it throughout my day. Guys, just be really careful and make sure that the plug is inside the machine before turning it on, because you will shock the heck out of yourself. Next up in my bag are my period panties. Now, there are so many brands out there that sell period panties, and I love these because if I happen to run out of panty liners or if my cup overflows in the middle of the night, I never experience blood stains on my regular panties anymore. They do take some time to get used to, but they're super easy to use, and you can just wring them and rinse them in the shower and wash them as normal. I keep about 5 or 6 of these in my bag, and I only use them during my menstrual cycle, so I never experience blood stains anymore. Next is my lune. They are a company research backed by herbal and nutritional menstrual essentials. So I like to take this little tincture and add about 6 drops to a small cup of warm water as soon as I feel my period coming. I like them because they're organic, gluten-free, vegan, non-GMO. They no longer sell the tincture, but they do sell a rescue kit that includes a dietary supplement for steady mood and a herbal nutritional relief pills for period cramps that are not like your typical Midol and Pamprin over-the-counter drugs. Next up is my ovastial from Theralogics. So this is a daily supplement that is formulated to promote menstrual regularity and normal ovarian function. Now, last year I was having really sporadic random periods that were not consistent, and I knew that it was a hint that I might be not having normal ovarian functions. So once I started taking ovastial, I have been getting my period every 28 to 30 days regularly. Now, I know some young girls kind of brush over the fact that they don't have regular periods and they're kind of glad that they don't get them often, even though they're not on birth control, but I highly recommend that you figure out why your periods are not regular, because that is a red flag and a telltale sign that your ovaries are not functioning as they should, and you might be experiencing a hormonal imbalance, which is very concerning. I take 2 scoops of this a day, every single day in my water, and just carry it around with me. And I've noticed since taking ovastial that my period cramps have reduced so much. Next up is my honey pot foaming wash and my jasmine panty spray. Now, we all know as women that when we're menstruating, it is natural that we may not smell the best because there is blood coming out of us for days and days. What I love about these products is that they're not supposed to make you smell good, but they're supposed to neutralize the odor that you may have. Before I was educated about my menstrual health, I was using products that smelled super florally and had tons of fragrance in them, which I now know I would never ever do, because that does not neutralize the odor, it just makes it worse. Next is my Goddess Vaginal Detox Pearls. I absolutely love these, and I only use them about every 3 months. It's a holistic herbal vaginal cleanse that lasts up to 3 days. I follow the steps and put the pearl up my vagina, and at the end of the cleanse, I'm able to see old blood clots from my last period, yeast, and some other things that were just sitting inside me. Now, yes, your vagina naturally is going to clean itself. That's its job. But if you live in the United States and you eat like everyone here, more than most likely, your overall vaginal health is not always functioning as it should. So doing a cleanse every couple of months is really helpful. A day after doing that cleanse or during my period, I love taking some herbs that I get from my local herbalist in my community. I specifically pick out herbs that are for pain and for inflammation. I put it in a bucket of hot water. I sit on top of the bucket and I just steam my vagina. I really recommend doing a vaginal steam on every first day of your period if you can, because it really relaxes the muscles and lessens the inflammation that you have for the rest of your menstrual cycle. And last but not least, the thing that I rave about the most in my house is my bidet. Now, we all know there is nothing worse than being on your period at work or school all day and not being able to wash up. At the end of the day, you feel gross, you probably don't smell the best, but with a bidet, you're able to rinse off every single time you use the bathroom and get all of that blood from this morning washed off and leave the bathroom feeling fresh again. My bidet specifically has a setting that is for normal wash when you poop, and for women when we are bleeding. When I'm in pain, I'll kind of just set the nozzle to warm water and sit there for a couple of minutes while it washes and soothes the area. Okay guys, so I know that was quite a bit of products, but this is really what helps me manage my PCOS and my painful periods. If this video is helpful to you, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And also let me know in the comments what techniques or tools do you use to help you overcome your very painful menstrual cycles. Bye guys.